Nope, just enjoying the town. Oh wait, am I heading to the Bato Detective Agency right now? I think I am. I'll do a hard save before we go there. Looks like a status update from Talk. Still doesn't have his picture. Super awkward. I finally finished that job for Genda Sensei. I'll be back tomorrow morning. You ever find the husband? You said he tried to run out of the divorce proceedings, right? Yeah, he ran off into the mountains with his son. We eventually cornered him on a lake in one of those swan boat things. You have any idea how hard it is to chase someone in one of those? My legs are dead after all that pedaling. Damn, sounds like another good day on the job. We always get stuck doing that shit whenever, whether it's in Kamurocho or in Jinsho. Let's say that again. Well, I'll be back soon, so hold down the fort, all right? Sure thing, and don't forget to bring me back a souvenir.
Ooh, who's hitting you up?
Takayuki Yagami. I call him Tak. He's my boss, and, sort of like a partner in the biz.
Is he strong?
Well, to an extent. But there's no way he can take me. I don't think.
Whoa, he must be pretty tough, though, if you're working for him.
Tough enough to count on in a pinch, yeah. I'll introduce you when I get the chance.
Maybe.
Man, imagine seeing Kaito's boss in action. Sounds awesome.
Psycho Cyborg, Cohh, did you know that you get a free Twitch sub with Amazon Prime? You can use it to sub to Cohh or another more attractive streamer, but you have to use it manually every month. Cohh Cheer. Psycho Cyborg with the T2 4 years. It's true. Thank you very much. To be fair, though, I am adorable. So I mean, you could try to find a more attractive streamer, but I don't know, man. I'm kind of a snack. I'm getting murdered. Quick, down some fresh lettuce sandwiches. Who is this guy? He's got like a mask on. It's like harder than most boss fights. Did so much damage. Ow. Stabbed in the back. Imagine what that looked like in your head that just happened.
They got no hope.
Got a little workout in at least.
A lot of money. All right, do a hard save. Here. Fun hanging out with you, kid.
All finished up on your end, Kaito?
Yo, look out!
Don't worry, he won't bite. Turns out your mom asked this bum to look after you.
Yeah, right. Like I'd ever buy that. No frickin' way.
Yeah, sorry. Didn't know you were Mikiko's kid when this all started.
You tried to kidnap me on multiple occasions. By force! I hope you get struck by lightning!
I was only doing my job. You should have just came along quietly.
Seriously? Who'd be dumb enough to just go along with some shady Yakuza? You even have a brain in your head?
What? Well, of course I do. You're the brainless one.
All right, kids, settle down. Senda, don't we have places to be?
Right. The boss is waiting. You ready, Kaito?
Where did the guy
Not
say it was
yet.
going to be? It's going to be in the M Cafe. Do we even know where that is? Ah, here. Let's go see what the hell he has to say. Nope.
Say your prayers.
You never see Sugiura this expansion either.
All right, let's go, Kaito.
Is this it?
いらっしゃいませ。
No, I said net. Ooh. I want all this though. Oh, gyoza! Love gyoza.
I'm
Starving. Now that was good.
Delicious.
ありがとうございました。
Dead for Country says, I love watching your vids on YouTube. Thanks, buddy. Glad you do. Appreciate that. I love watching your vids on OnlyFans. Thank you. Thank you for the support on there. Hi.
Ah, gentlemen, you're back.
Yeah, just thought I'd check in.
All right. So we're dealing with a serial murderer targeting the young business elite in Kamurocho. Would revenge against Crimson Lotus for the Natsume arson be part of that motive?
Hey, robot.
Not sure. But I'm gonna tap Igarashi's brain in a bit. He seems to know a lot about it.
I see.
What about you? You gonna be here in town a while?
Yes. At least until Mikiko-san comes back.
Why don't you head on back to your place in Chiba? You can leave the rest to me.
I can't. There are still some things I have to do.
Oh yeah? Like get a happy ending?
What? Don't be ridiculous. How do you even know what that is?
I mean, I have been in Kamurocho a while now.
Dear me. What exactly is this town teaching our youth?
I don't feel like there was too much content there that was too important. All right, let's get going. What about it? Excuse me. Boonk. Skid dunk. Portinio, I am going to see the end of this. I am wanting to do that right now. Yeah.
Dude,
I am digging
don't
this.
walk by yourself.
I'm very curious as to what the hell is going on.
All set, Kaito?
Good to go.
Okay? Oh, but the kid's gotta stay. Boss wants to talk mano a mano.
That right.
What? Why can't I come with?
Because I said so, twerp.
Jerk.
Jerk.
Be that way.
No karaoke? I don't think this game has karaoke, unfortunately.
June, just chill in my office and I'll get you a souvenir. Sound good?
Fine. Oh, and by the way, Mom's not really out shopping, is she?
Nah, she's murdering.
You'll bring her back. right?
You bet.
Okay.
Greg Chun in this one? No.
And I'm gonna hold you to that. Make sure nothing bad happens to her. Got it?
That's a promise. You'll see her again real soon.
Remember, you promised.
God, what an annoying little punk. Cocky as hell, too.
Damn right.
Hmm.
So, Igarashi, why Ijincho? Wasn't everything going down in Kamurocho?
It just so happens that Rhizome, the precursor to Crimson Lotus, is having a reunion today. The venue's a hotel in Ijincho. And every founding member of that group will be there. At least the ones who are still alive.
I'm guessing Mikiko wants every last one of them dead, doesn't she?
Uh-huh. On top of that, her final target's also planning to show. The one she wants dead the most.
You mean outside of Crimson Lotus? Who?
The one going around killing the founders of Crimson Lotus before she can.
What the hell are you talking about? Why'd Mikiko want to take out who's ever killing her enemies? They've got a common goal, don't they?
Hell, you're a detective. Try using that old noggin of yours, why don't you? Primitive as you are, I'm sure you can piece it together, knowing what you know.
Wait. Why are people effing? I haven't dropped a single frame. What's going on? Is Twitch having problems? Oh, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, it's not on my end. I'm not having any problems here. Oh man. Okay. Let's keep going.
Plus, Ijincho's an hour away. How about we make like detectives and go over what we know?
Yeah, sounds a bit too buddy-buddy for me. Besides, I'm a punch-first, go-over-shit later kind of guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. However, if you were to, say, arrive at the truth on your own, then no one breaks confidentiality.
There.
Fine, I'll bite. So, the real killer, huh?
Let's do this, brain. Who would Mikiko want dead, even though they're killing Crimson Lotus for?
There is one thing that's been bugging me. That security company owner, Ashizaki. His office was set on
Choose
fire.
all the bad options for funny dialogue
But
first.
the point
Good
of
call.
burning the place wasn't to kill him. After all, he was shot up on the roof. So the killer must have torched it for another reason.
Oh, starting with the motive. Not bad. Go on.
So there's our problem. Why would the killer want to burn the office? I'm thinking.
For the thrills.
It was for the thrill of burning down the scene of the crime, right?
Huh?
I'm saying the killer was just pulling some kind of stunt. Don't you think so? You know, like in movies, where the perp has some weird obsession with leaving their mark on the scene or whatever.
But you really are the world's greatest detective.
Oh, the greatest, huh? So you're saying I was right?
If you were being serious, I ought to put a bullet in your head and end your joke of a career right now.
Man, chill out. Since when does taking a wild guess hurt anyone?
It hurts me just hearing you.
Fine, be a buzzkill. Anyway, when it comes to the killer's real
Okay.
motive for arson,
Okay.
there was some evidence that would incriminate the killer. So they burned the place to get rid of it.
Interesting. And?
I think I know just what the killer was trying to hide. Maybe this?
What? Don't trust yourself?
Of course I do. I just
blanked out for a sec.
I asked a buddy of mine to pull the data from a burnt hard drive I picked up at the scene. What he found were records of illegal wire transfers to the security company. And the company sending the cash was a smartphone app developer that isn't around anymore. I'd wager the killer'd want to have these records erased.
Hey, you're good. Didn't think you'd get your hands on those. By the way, that smartphone app company, you're talking about Devenir, I assume.
Okay, how the hell do you know?
It was thanks to Mikiko-san, really. She requested we look into a certain someone.
Here we
Over
go.
the course of our investigation, we learned about a dummy company called Devenir. And as you can guess, Devenir was created as a front for this certain someone. He used it to directly employ Crimson Lotus. From cover-ups to customer service, they handled all sorts of trickier than usual jobs.
So you're saying this guy's the one who's been killing off the Crimson Lotus founders?
That's exactly what I'm
The English
saying.
voice actors are bad. I think they're
Now,
fantastic.
Who could it be?
Yep. I think compared to
Here's
other
a hint.
English games, this voice acting is amazing.
Mikiko-san approached us anonymously. Why do you think she'd do that?
Well, you guys could have broken confidentiality and let it slip that she was alive, right? After all, her plan was to take out Crimson Lotus without leaving a trace.
Sure, but that's just one reason. There's someone aside from Crimson Lotus who she doesn't want knowing she's alive. As a matter of fact, Mikiko-san never even contacted this person about it. Even though you'd think this would be the first person she'd run to after getting her memories back.
Yep.
Wait a goddamn minute.
All coming together.
Kyoya Sadamoto? You're saying he's the one killing the founders of Crimson Lotus?
Yep, you got it. And Mikiko-san has the same idea.
What? So then, he was trying to erase his ties with Crimson Lotus? No, hang on. Crimson Lotus's founders were the ones who set fire to Mikiko's family's house. Why the hell would Sadamoto have connections with the guys who burned his wife's family alive?
Oh, so you picked up on that. Then you'll like this next bit. Sadamoto's dummy company, Devenir. It had records from 17 years ago of illicit wire transfers to Ashizaki's security company. Know what that means?
Yeah, I figured that out too. Actually, it's weird. 17 years is way before Mikiko and Sadamoto got married. But Sadamoto and Crimson Lotus were connected back then, right? So what the hell's going on?
Just think of it like this. The Natsume family arson falls under questionable ties between Sadamoto and Crimson Lotus.
That would mean... Oh, that's crazy! Sadamoto was involved in the arson?
Bingo. What happened 2 years ago was Mikiko-san learned the truth. Then Sadamoto and Crimson Lotus tried to silence her.
All right, Igarashi. No more guessing games.
Who is Kyoya Sadamoto really?
Just who the hell is Kyoya Sadamoto, really?
The fucking devil. The type who'd make a Yakuza piss himself.
The devil? How so?
It all started with Rhizome, an event club Kenmochi started during his college days. Rhizome was like any other
This music sounds so much like Final Fantasy to me.
event group. You get together with friends, throw parties, go on live tours, and make a little cash. Guess they weren't making much back then. Then enters Kyoya Sadamoto, a business admin major at the same college. He started showing up as their advisor and turned everything around. They all ate up Sadamoto's words and expanded their services into some pretty gray territory. Since Sadamoto considered himself their advisor, he wasn't officially part of the group. But his talent, his accomplishments, and charisma had them wrapped around his finger.
That Rhizome bunch went on to found Crimson Lotus?
Yeah, mainly around Kenmochi.
Why is there only one car on
Sadamoto
the highway?
already started his own business as a
'Cause
student.
it's a game!
By the time he graduated, he was asking Crimson Lotus to do his dirty work. On the outside, he ran his business like some typical ambitious startup. But I'm sure he had guys coming after him. Probably made himself lots of enemies. It's what happens when you straddle both sides of the law. I bet it wasn't uncommon for him to deal with unhappy customers.
Guess it must have been convenient having his own personal cleanup crew.
Bet your ass it was. Sadamoto's company saw steady growth because of it. But eventually, that growth started to fizzle out. What was once a promising startup with tons of investment capital found itself in dire straits. That's when he set his sights on Mikiko-san's parents, the Natsumes.
So you're saying you know for sure Sadamoto had a hand in the arson?
Yes. Though it'd be more accurate to say he was the primary offender. It was about 15 years ago. Sadamoto heard about a property development plan from Kenmochi, who was a real estate broker at the time. Would have been a mighty lucrative deal, but the Natsumes were the only ones who wouldn't sell.
Which led to threats and burning the place down. Classic land shark bullshit.
Oh, if only it had stopped at that. Now listen. What makes Sadamoto such a devil is what he did with the info Kenmochi brought him. He reworked it into a plan to fix all of his own company's problems in one fell swoop.
How's that work?
Kaito, the Natsume family was one of the richest in the area. If you include their property and stocks...
Did he
they're
marry
worth
her
tens
and
of
kill her
billions in
family?
assets. And since Sadamoto was struggling with funds at the time, he decided to help himself to that fortune.
But he couldn't pull that off unless... No way.
Yeah. Marrying Mikiko-san was all part of his master plan.
Oh, damn!
That's...
He married her and killed her
insane.
family!
Clearly, the man has a way with people. Call it an uncanny knack for charm.
Jesus.
His college circles treat him like a guru. They say he's a living legend. Even his company seems to be under his spell. And as we know, Crimson Lotus was always ready and willing to take up any of his dirty jobs.
Wow.
So, you can see now how the Natsumes must have fallen for his honest young businessman facade.
Wow.
After he had the parents eating out of his palm. He discovered their younger daughter had a stalker, while the older one was dating a Yakuza.
Wait, what do I have to do with this?
You should know, Kaito. Sadamoto used you too.
Did he organize the raid that made him leave her? Oh, no! No way.
Me?
No way. No way.
When
Oh,
did she
dude.
figure out what her husband really was?
About 2 years ago, Sadamoto got hammered, rare for him, and fell asleep in his study with the computer on.
Ooh.
That's when she stumbled upon his email exchange with Kenmochi. Of course, that set off alarms in her head, so she dug through more of his inbox.
Ooh, get him.
It wasn't long before she knew the ugly truth. But then Sadamoto woke up. When he realized what she saw, he got violent.
I doubt Mikiko would go down easy to some pencil-pushing civvy.
Well, it turns out she did go down easy. We're talking about a guy who deals in the criminal underworld. He's very likely accustomed to using force.
What happened after Mikiko got attacked?
He wrote the suicide note.
She said her memories got fuzzy after that.
I bet he drugged her.
She was
when they staged
probably
the suicide.
drugged. And Sadamoto had Crimson Lotus clean up his mess.
Yep. Jesus. Jesus, man.
How the hell could Sadamoto use me at any point in time?
Well, when Mikiko-san first met him, she told him she was seeing someone and thinking of marriage. Now, how do you think he responded to it? Surprise, surprise. He actually supported it.
He did?
Well, he figured if you were serious about her, you'd quit the Yakuza. If you needed cash, he'd go convince her parents. If it was a lawyer you needed, he would have arranged one. He had lots of reasonable suggestions.
He really offered all that?
I'm sure Sadamoto knew how hard it was for a Yakuza to leave the life. Not to mention, the Matsugane family had its own problems at the time, right? In any case, he knew you were locked in, and convinced Mikiko-san of the same. You both did exactly what he wanted.
So he didn't actually push that. He just knew what would happen.
Then, once you were out of the picture,
okay.
Sadamoto made his
I
move
gotta
on
admit,
Mikiko.
it would have been super freaking crazy if he had been the one. I kind of wish that they had done this. If he had been the one to organize the raid that got Kaito to make the decision, that would have been crazy.
Son,
Oh,
I
man.
imagine her parents might have even encouraged it. And after the marriage was official, Sadamoto simply had to bide his time until the Natsume house burned down and their fortune was his to claim. Guy's a monster in human skin, right? And it seems his marriage was more of a shotgun wedding. I'm almost certain the kid was conceived as part of the plan to push her into marrying him. In other words, June was nothing more to Sadamoto than a tool for making money.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
I feel terrible for Mikiko-san and June.
Jesus. Jesus. It about wraps it up for now.
Gotta say, I'm impressed you did all that research. No wonder you called yourselves Tojo Clan R&D.
Well, that's what happens when you know society like the back of your hand. The whole R&D thing might have been my idea. But it's only because we know our shit.
All right.
So, how's it feel? That asshole Sadamoto played you like a fiddle and tore you apart from the woman you loved.
It doesn't matter. I made my choice.
Ha! That's the lamest shit I ever heard. I thought you'd blow a fuse.
Buck stops here, man.
That's it.
Blaze Rom, thank you, bud.
I'll feel a hell of a lot better if I can just clock him one time real good.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Go knock his goddamn lights out.
By the way, real quick, the new Code Daily just went up, and this is actually the highlight reel from our 9-year anniversary, for those who want to check it out. It was just a few days ago. YouTube.com/Code Daily.
So, this is the spot.
Yeah, they do this reunion every year.
Dingus. Yes.
And apparently Kyoya Sadamoto shows up to everyone. All the surviving founders of Crimson Lotus are probably in here somewhere.
I gotta go find Mikiko. Before she does something she can never take back. A receptionist. Guess you gotta have connections to get in.
What's the plan, Kaito?
Gonna roll the way a detective rolls.
Meaning,
Sneaky?
By sneaking in
Oh,
with
we're
a
doing it.
disguise.
You? Disguised as what? You're still gonna look older than anyone here.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to mull that one over.
Greg, thank you, buddy. So, Cohh, now, could you play a full game with Kaito if that is going to be the way they do the franchise moving forward? Absolutely. Yeah, especially after this game, after spending like almost 8 hours with this so far. Absolutely. Yeah. I could absolutely do a Kaito game. 100%. Mid-20s, early 30s. Guy in his 40s stick out like a sore thumb. Okay. This dude is pondering the wall. Cool. Ponder it, bro.
What have we here?
Oh, no, my prized possession. Did I drop it when I sat down earlier? Oh, and to think I spent all that money on it. Ah, oh well. Party's about to start. So whoever finds it can just keep it.
Bro dropped something by a chair? I'll see nothing.
Where's it coming from?
Is it that box?
Is this it?
Oh my god. A cardboard box might be able to slither my way in if I hide under that? No, who even does that? That's not gonna fool anyone. Nick said idea. Snake would like some words, friend. Ooh.
This right here.
A water bottle? That was your big item? Oh my lord, one sec.